first.
Oh.
And then review, reflex for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then sensory 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I will do the motor first. Okay? Okay? So, motor for C5, right? C5 is deltoid, which is this. Oh, remember, from the midterm, for this MRS, you have to do bilaterally. If you didn't say you gonna do bilaterally, or you just did on the one side, those people I cut a point from midterm. So this time you remember, either you say it or you have to perform bilaterally for MRS. Otherwise, I will cut down the point.
And it's proximal to distal.
Yeah, and also why? For the pinwheel is when you roll, you have to be proximal to distal. You're not supposed to roll this way. Nerve is coming down this way. So when you roll, when you use a pinwheel, have to be proximal to distal, only downward. Okay, and also skin. Whether two things, you just say you're gonna normally using a pinwheel on the skin, or you perform it on the skin. Otherwise, cut down point.
So not on clothes.
Not on clothes. Or you can just say normally you do it on the skin. That's fine. Okay? What else? Oh, and okay. For the reflex hammer, I realized that when you use a reflex hammer, you have to use the wrist, right? But when you do the reflex hammer, if you do like that, then I will take down the point. That's not how you use it. You have to, you're not gonna kill the patient, but you have to at least you have to use some kind of force to do it, right? You just doing like that. That's not gonna create reflex. Okay, then I will take out the point again. Okay. Okay, ready? So from C5 is deltoid. So deltoid you also forgot that motor is the assisted resistance move. Some of you guys forgot that motor is a resist. So which means even though I teach you that it's this, because for you guys to remember better. But after bring the patient's arms up, you have to put your hand on the patient's body. You have to press it down. But some of you guys didn't. So of course, take down the point, because that's wrong. Motor is a resisted move. Okay? So C5 is bring the patient's arm 90-degree this position, and you put your hand on the patient's arm. You can do one side each, or you can do bilaterally if you want to. And you, when you press it down, if you feel the resistance, then that's good enough. You're not testing the patient's power. You don't overcome patient's power. Once you feel the resistance, good enough. Okay? That's C5, deltoid. C6 is a wrist extensor. So patients make a fist, bring a fist up to the ceiling, this position, and you hold the patient's fist and push it down. Wrist extension is C6. Right? And C7 is a wrist flexion, right? So makes the patient's fist and supinate and bring the fist up to the ceiling, right? And then you're gonna push down the patient's fist down to the floor, and patient resist, right? Do bilaterally. Remember, okay? Otherwise, cut down the point. Okay? Okay, and then C8 is a finger flexors. C8 motor is a finger flexor. So, let patient's finger curl into the flexion. Okay, and then you grab patient's finger and try to put it down. Okay, and also, I think I don't know I was dreaming or not, but I think one of the student didn't do on the patient's when you do the MRS, you have to perform on the patient, right? Remember, I think one of the students didn't do that, I think. So remember, when you do the MRS, you have to perform on the patient, right? Okay, so any question for C5? Motor for C5, 6, 7, 8?
For the C8, this way or this way or this way? This way or this way?
Same, doesn't matter.
These are fist. So this is totally just fingers.
It's the same, actually.
Okay.
Some muscle, wrist flexor, some muscle is attached here, and some of them attached here,
So
and some of them here.
both
So
will be okay.
it's just choke. Yeah,
Okay.
doesn't really matter whether you do this and this. Okay, and for the reflex C5 reflex is bicep. Okay, BICEPS. Biceps reflex, right? That's you find when you find the long 5, you have to find the tendon around the elbow. Remember? Not really. Okay. So the best things to do, you put the finger on top of it. On top of the tendon on the bicipital group, and then you hammer it on top of your finger. That's easiest to do, because then if you do not put your finger on top of that, then you will be quite sure where to hit.
Sure.
Okay, have a sit. Okay. I'm going to push this down. You're going to bring your wrist to this way. Then you will feel the tendon pops up around here. Okay. Then you grab a tendon with a thumb, your thumb. Okay. Then you know exactly where to hit. Okay. And then you hit on top of your finger. Like that.
Okay, what is the posture?
Should be this muscle have to contract. You have to relax.
I have a question.
Stop biting.
No, let me have your arm. The second time did it. Okay. Do bilaterally for reflex too. Right?